welcome to my video series, Desserts Around the World. In this series, I'm baking iconic desserts from all around the world. Each episode will dive into one country and uncover the flavors that makes it sweet special. Today we're going to the USA with one of the most beloved treats, the brownie. The brownie was born in the late 19th century, reported by accident. The story goes that a baker in Chicago was making a chocolate cake but left out the baking powder, resulting in a dense, fudgy texture, and people loved it. The brownie has since become a classic in American baking culture, loved for its rich flavor and gooey texture. Now let's get started on my take on this classic treat, so you can try making it yourself too. We're gonna start simple. In a bowl, place the chocolate and pour the butter. Now we're going to place that in the microwave and warm until it's melted. Now that the chocolate is melted, let's set it aside and move on with the recipe. Now in another bowl we're gonna mix the dry ingredients. So let's go ahead with the flour, cocoa powder, baking powder, a little bit of baking soda, and the sugar. And we're gonna mix until combined. Now that this is combined, we can set aside. Now in the third bowl, we're gonna crack 3 eggs. I always forget to take a paper. Okay, now that's better. And now we're gonna add the buttermilk to these 3 eggs. And we're gonna mix. Now everything's ready, so we can combine everything together. So we're gonna add the dry ingredients first. Mix it in slowly. Yes, we're getting there with the brownie texture. It's time to pour in the melted chocolate and butter. Oh my god, the smell is amazing. And finally, chopped pecan nuts. Final mix to the batter. Now that this is ready, we're gonna pour that in a baking dish. I'm gonna use that type of oven dish for my brownie, so we're gonna make sure that the brownie is not going to attach. So I melted some butter and I'm gonna brush the butter in all the different details, so we're sure that it can come out in a clean way at the end of the recipe. So let's go ahead. Now it's time to bake that at 180 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes. So while the brownie is baking, we're gonna prepare a custard. In a small pan, we're gonna pour the milk and a vanilla pod that we cut in two. Now let it cook until it starts boiling. So now that it's boiling, we're gonna switch off the fire and let it infuse for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we're gonna scoop out the vanilla pods. And now we're gonna come and take all the seeds from the vanilla pods and pour it out in the milk. Now in another pan, we're gonna pour the egg yolks and the sugar. And we're gonna mix until it becomes white. Now it's time to pour in the milk. And the cornstarch. We're gonna blend this together and switch on a low fire. Now keep mixing until it thickens. Perfect. Look at this texture now. As it was a little bit thick for my taste, I just added a little bit of milk, whisked it, and here is the perfect consistency. Now that the custard is ready, we can set it aside and wait for the brownie to finish to cook. Our brownie is ready! So I let the brownie cool down around 15 minutes before to remove it from the mold. And now we're gonna try to cut it and add the custard over it. Now we're gonna serve 2 slices. It's still very warm. It's gonna be amazing. And now time to pour some custard over our brownie. Wow. It simply looks amazing. Now has come my favorite moment of the recipe. We're gonna try it. Brownie, custard. I think we can mistake with this combo. It's really good. I love adding pecan nuts to my brownies. That makes it a whole lot better. So that concludes our second episode of Desserts Around the World. I was thinking to do a ranking of all the desserts we're gonna try throughout the series. So for now we have the Millionaire Shortbread and the brownie. So I think if we can make a ranking with these 2 recipes, I will still put the Millionaire Shortbread as the first one because all these layers are so good, and the brownie as the second one. Thank you for watching. If you like the recipe, please like the video and follow the channel to support the account, and I will see you very soon in another foodie video. Bye!